I just think we could see a really, really hungry
The wounded
David Warner.
bull. And with Ricky Ponting as the leader, giving those motivational speeches. I mean, I'm motivated sitting right here.
Yeah.
Just
The most improved side in the IPL, the most consistent side over the last 3 or 4 seasons has to be the Delhi Capitals, the Deadly Capitals. In 2022 is what I'm going to call them as well. DC, top side. I've got Shivan and myself, Sohalia, in the house for this dressing down of DC ahead of the season. Shivan, let's talk strengths first. For me, it's hard to look anywhere except the strengths in this team, but this is a freaking blockbuster side.
I mean, I'm looking at that batting lineup. I haven't seen that power.
It's nuts.
Other than the Mumbai side of 2019 or the RCB side, Shaw, Warner,
Marsh, Pant. I mean,
and Rovman Powell.
Yeah, and
well.
Rovman Powell in there. I mean, but just that top 4, right? It's a scary top 4.
The excellent thing is,
and you've got a left-hand, right-hand combination in Shaw and Warner.
Yeah.
Then you've got a Mitch Marsh. Then you've got again a left-hander in Pant. I mean, this is just unbelievable. It's an insane top 4.
They can tonk, spin, and pace.
Yeah.
So like they can't really be found out against any opposition. All for all surfaces, all formats.
Yeah.
And then they've got like a wild card in there in Sarfaraz Khan as well. We've seen
Sarfaraz, you've got KS Bharat as an option.
We've seen what they've done in domestic cricket.
Yeah.
Sarfaraz in the 2016 Under-19 World Cup, he was better than Rishabh Pant and Ishan Kishan.
Yeah.
He was the promised
You
one.
know, it's funny, right? Sarfaraz, I mean, the panda that he is, I just feel for him because he's just been underutilized.
He
in
needed
every
the right
team.
guidance, and I don't think he got that from his circle. I think there's been a lot of like questionable people.
I think
around him.
Ponting and Sarfaraz, that combination of Ponting with Sarfaraz with Rishabh Pant in there, as Rishabh Pant sort of giving him the license, man, Pant, Sarfaraz at 4 and 5 could be unbelievable to watch. And then Rovman, then Aksar, I mean,
and then Shardul at 8. Shardul, the batsman, is underrated as well. He's got batting depth there as well. And just even their bowling lineup. Andrik Nokia, some questions about his availability.
Availability, maybe.
He hasn't bowled since November, since that World Cup. He's had some injuries.
But then you've got the Fizz who could come in there as well. You've got Khalil who's sort of needing a comeback. Chetan Sakaria. So I guess, the bowling, if you look at the weaknesses, the one thing maybe we could talk of is, could Shardul even replicate the success that he had in 2021? Lord Shardul, that end of Lord Shardul has to come at some stage, right? I mean, the magic of Shardul maybe has to arrive at some stage.
Shardul was so good at CSK because he had Chahar, he had Hazelwood, and he had Dhoni. Right now, he doesn't have that. He only has Nokia. He has to be the number 2 guy. He's never been that number 2 guy. Suddenly, when
he'll still be a wicket taker.
He's given more responsibility, then he could struggle. So, but otherwise, if you look at the bowling options,
they've also got Ingiri maybe in there again. Guy who hits the deck a little bit, but again, expensive potentially.
In terms of spinners, Kuldeep Yadav, I think they picked him up at 2 crore. That's a steal. Because remember, Rohit Sharma trying to get
Lalit Yadav gives you some
Yadav
options
back into the Indian T20 side as well. He's had a couple of years off, but he could still have a revival.
No, Kuldeep definitely, I think, and will play. I think he'll certainly play in that side as well. They're a little bit lacking on the spin options.
Aksar gives you spin. So you have Aksar with the left arm, Kuldeep with the left arm leg spin. And your Lalit Yadav gives you off spin as well.
You've got Vicky Ostwal as an option if Aksar gets injured somewhere, but
they have a couple of projects in their bench. You've got Yash Dhol. I mean, Yash Dhol has been incredible in the Ranji Trophy as well. Indian Under-19 captain.
Nagarkoti still in the mix.
Exactly.
If he comes good at some stage, he's your replacement for maybe Khalil if you want to play the Fizz. Therefore, you don't have 2 left arm seamers in the mix.
They have Mandeep Singh also as a backup option. So they have good strength in their 11, and I'm looking at backups. They definitely do have some backup. You have KS Bharat, as you said earlier.
So let's just go through now. We've done the strengths, we've done the weaknesses. Let's go playing 11 because I think this is actually one of the most exciting plays.
It sets
itself, doesn't it? It's really strange because most teams we've gone, okay, would you have this person here? Would you have someone else at 4? So let's just go here. Top 4, as we said, locked in. Prithvi Shaw, Warner, Marsh, Rishabh Pant. Then I guess the question of KS Bharat versus Sarfaraz.
All Lalit
Yadav, if you want a little bit.
Depends on the surface, right? Correct. You have options.
Correct. And I think they don't really need the batsman, right? So they could go the Lalit Yadav route. So Bharat Yadav / Sarfaraz at 5. Rovman Aksar.
Yeah, for sure.
Then Shardul.
Kuldeep,
Khalil / Sakaria. And Nokia / Fizz, right?
It's a scary lineup.
That's nuts.
Like, they're not as good as last year, but compared to the other teams, they're incredibly well-rounded in every aspect. I think they can really go far.
I also think they're a side that is only sort of getting better, right? Yes, there's no Shikhar, but you've got Warner for explosivity now at the top. Warner and Shaw could be unreal to watch if they get going.
And Rishabh Pant for me is the most dynamic, destructive. I know he's struggled in the IPL the last 2 years.
No, but I don't think you could call it a struggle. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't call that a struggle.
In terms of his potential, I mean, Rishabh Pant is just wow. Like in 2019, 2020, what he did, he can really change any game.
And I just think Warner, given what happened at SRH last time around, I just think we could see a really, really hungry
David Warner.
The wounded bull that is David Warner could be insane to watch. So, we've got the playing 11, which is just sorted. It sets itself. Definitely. Where do you have them in your power rank?
It's number 2 for me.
I'm going DC at the very top, man. DC for me is my team to beat at the IPL in 2022. They, for me, are number 1 in my power rank.
I think they are playoffs certainties for now. We'll see how the tournament goes, availability of Warner and Marsh. But
injuries could be the only thing that pegs them back. But I think we've got this team sorted.
And with Ricky Ponting as the leader, giving those motivational speeches, I mean, I'm motivated sitting right here just thinking about what Ponting is going to do.
I mean, he was my childhood, right? If I looked at the top captains growing up in my childhood, Ricky Ponting was just there at the very top with that Australian team. So, him in the background, Warner, Shaw, Marsh, Pant, I mean, this is the team to beat. DC, you've got our backing. DC, you've got everyone's backing. The Delhi Capitals could be the side in IPL 2022.